Hey guys, welcome to the fourth live stream on Morningfame, and this time will be very interesting. I will do channel reviews again, and if you are watching the replay, I will leave tags like timestamps in the description for you to jump to the interesting parts. And this time we will do special reviews with the focus on whether your subscribers keep coming back, or in other words, do your subscribers keep active? All right, welcome everyone. Hi Blaze Plays, first in the stream. Hi Longy Long. Hi Brian, how are you doing? Axel on Fire, great to see you again. Withouse, welcome. Blue Makes Movies. I think you're quite new to Morningfame, right? Welcome. To FIC Gaming HD. Hi guy, old pal. Red Leo, I think, yeah, you're quite new as well, right? Just recently found my channel. Yeah. Hi, Sanketas Creations. Namaste sounds like Indian or Nepalese, right? I really enjoyed those areas. I was hiking in the Himalayas quite a lot. Really great place there. All right, we will do the channels reviews like the last time. You will tell me whether you want to have a stream at the time I tell you, and then I draw a random number, and then we go. A little bit like a lottery. All right. Yeah, first of all, this time, as I said, I want to do a live stream, channel reviews again, but with a special focus. Because recently I worked on an extension of the Velocity tab. Some of you guys who are part of the early access program already have access to that. Everyone else gets it in about a week. Let's see here. I can show you. This is my report, and you see at the top of the Velocity tab a new section, this gray section. And very important here is one key metric. How many subscribers do you have keep coming back? And I actually discussed this with Brian a little bit, and he inspired me to extend it a little bit to explain that a bit better here. As you see, this is early access, so I'm still working on fine-tuning those features. It is like this. If you are thinking about subscribers, you should make the most out of them, right? I mean, if they subscribe, they have interest in your channel, and it would be too bad if they lose interest and don't watch new videos of yours anymore. Ideally, of course, they find your channel, and then from then onwards, for many months to come, they watch each and every new video you publish. So that you have like a base that is your capital, so to say, for your view velocity, because subscribers are those who drive the view velocity the most. And as I said, Brian inspired me to explain it a little bit. What you see here, this number, is actually the average amount of views you get from your subscribers per video. So in my case, a little bit more than 200 people of you who subscribed watch each video of mine. Thank you very much for that. This is an incredible number, by the way. And but this assumes that everyone watches each and every videos of yours. That's not usually the case. I mean, let's be frank. Even if the channel is really great, you skip every now and then a new video. So if we say, for example, every subscriber watches every second video of yours, then this number would go up to, in my case, 412. I will add a little bit of explanation here in the future to explain this number a little bit, but this is, I think, a very good gauge to understand how well you make use of your subscribers. And this I want to focus on today. All right. True. We have, of course, the share of views from subscribers and views from visitors, Svet Fit music. That's correct. I think in your case, since you have a music channel, this is kind of a different kind of channel in a sense when we compare it to a vlog, for example, or for example to my channel. But I would say my channel is a special case. My channel is tied to the Morningfame tool, right? So it serves a very specific purpose. But vlogs are, in general, very much about subscribers. Subscribers keeping coming back. And your music channel, for example, of course, I am subscribed to many music channels as well, because I particularly like them. They do live musics with percussions and all that stuff. It's always fun to watch, so I don't want to miss them. But in general, if I listen to music on YouTube, I'm going through the search at first. I look for trip hop, for example, trip hop mix, and then I just pick one in the search results and then go through the suggested videos. It's not necessary for me to really subscribe. So different niches actually work different, of course, but disregarding of in which niche you are, your subscribers are your capital, who jumpstart the view velocity of your videos, which sends positive signals to YouTube, to the algorithm. And if the algorithm sees like, all right, here's a new video on the channel, and the subscribers are really enjoying it, they watch it, they don't ignore the new video, they watch it long watch time and so on, then the algorithm basically thinks, all right, that must be a good video. I should do more promotion for that video. More promotion meaning your video appears higher in the search results, your video appears more often in the suggested videos and so on. Because YouTube is a really big promotion machine for us, right? So it is actually the case that YouTube first and foremost looks at the behavior of the subscribers, how they receive your new video, and then based on that, it decides whether it should do more or less promotion for that particular video. I actually read that in a paper that the behavior of subscribers are most of the time the initial signals that YouTube gets. It was stated in a paper from YouTube. The same paper, by the way, that Brian references many times as well. But I have to look it up again. I forgot which place it was. I can't really cite it right now. So the idea is here that if you make the most use of your subscribers, the subscribers keep coming back to watch your videos, stay active on your channel. That is like the beginning of motivating YouTube to do even more promotion for you. But anyway, this is a hard job, keeping subscribers active, so let's have a look today. Hi, once upon a church. Yes, I'm from Germany, but I'm streaming from the US right now. Alex Fishing TV, welcome. Hey, Everyday Man Tech, thanks again for your video recently. By the way, Everyday Man Tech does YouTube advice as well. I really like the quality of his videos. He just started out and really does a great job. Withouse, yeah, I'm sorry the free trial ended. Yeah, I have to make a living too, right? So, yeah, I hope maybe I can convince you to come back. All right, yeah. Let's get started right away. I hear. Hi, SMH. Yes, I pretty much speak English fluently just because I'm living in the US since 2.5 years now. And before that, I worked with Indian teams in the IT sector for 2 years. So, yeah, I'm using English all the time. And of course, I'm watching the movies in English because usually they are better there instead of the dubbed ones in German. Hi, Arianette, welcome. All right, okay, let's do some channel reviews. Please only ask me for a channel review if you're okay with me showing your Morningfame report in the public, because this contains private data like watch time and so on. So if you're okay for me showing it to everyone else, you can join to get a review. And I would go ahead, please type in the chat right now at Morningfame so I can easily see it. That you participated, like at Morningfame, do review mine or me or whatever, right? Hi, Tube Mechanics, how are you doing? Tube Mechanics, by the way, recently started a Sunday shoutout series where he reviews one channel every Sunday in a 5 to 10 minute video, very in depth. And yeah, if you want to get a review by him, by the way, just go to him over and leave a comment somewhere. I think then he might even choose you. All right, votes are coming in. Let's see. Let's do a number from 1 to 15. Well, let's do 10, I think. All right, that was the old number, and now a new random number, 10. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, Svet Fit music. You are lucky. All right, let's get started with that. Yeah, I mentioned you in the beginning already, music's channel. By the way, I find his music channel really interesting because he is focusing on workout music. So basically music mixes that you can hear while you are in the fitness room and working out. So something that motivates you to like pedal a little bit faster or put on the more heavy weights, which is quite an interesting idea. All right, click is not working. I'm sorry, SMH. Maybe after this review. Okay. Let's go over to his channel. Maybe we go to the velocity tab here right away. All right, as you can see, he has 64,000 subscribers. Very impressive. I think you've really went up when you changed your style of music mixes. When I remember correctly, you once did like standard party music mixes, and when you switched to those workout music mixes, this really made a change for your channel. Really impressive story. And as you can see, 5,000 over 5K subscribers keep coming back which is an impressive number. Actually, if you compare the subscriber number to the subscribers who keep coming back, I usually see about 10% on the channel. It depends. Some go as low as 2%, and some go up as 14% maybe. So you're right on spot here. In terms of getting your people, subscribers keep coming back, watching your new videos, you can't really expect much more than that actually, because it's just natural that people lose interest after some time. I see it in the data from all the channels. So you're really good in this sense. And let me quickly check how's this numbers. As I said, this is average views you get from subscribers. I recently, actually yesterday, I implemented a new feature here at the bottom of the strategy tab. It's not too much of a feature that I bothered you with an email about that, announcing that. You can now, these charts that show you how your statistics evolve over time, filter by subscribers and visitors as well. And as we can see here, oh, I see. So your subscribers went down recently. Views per video on average for subscribers. You can see here he was at over 6,000 in the past weeks, and now you went down to 5,000. Do you have any idea what the reason might be? Because that's certainly a drastic change. Let's check that. In the past few days, okay, you did 2 videos. With that, the average shifted to newer videos. But these are very successful. Here, this 5 days old video, I guess, usually you see like a steep climb of views over a course of the time. So this one is not finished yet. To get is like the good amount of views you usually expect. So let's ignore this one. But other than that, video length are the same. Watch time looks very good. Views as well. As you can see, very appealing thumbnails for people who work out, certainly. I really like that. I wish I would do some more workout myself, actually. But I'm quite tired after doing the stepper. So I skipped the weights. Alright, best gym hip hop workout. I can't really tell what the reason would be why your subscribers go down. Actually, it's going down for all viewers. I think in this case it could be actually an effect of Morningfame's way to measure that. Because these statistics you see here are a moving average. They look at basically the videos you did in the last 6 weeks. And so that it reflects your recent direction your channel is going to. In order to stay like up to date with what your performance on the channel is right now. And maybe just a very successful video shifted out of this window with this week. Let's see, 6 weeks ago, 2 months, you have 100,000 video here with views. 200,000 2 months ago. You have quite a few. I think that is rather an effect of how Morningfame measures the average numbers. So I'm sorry, the tool is not always perfect. Please don't worry about the number jumping down. Anyway, by the way, for people who are wondering, I'm planning to change something in the math that will cover this case. All right. Maybe in this case, I think I have more stuff to say. Probably by the next channels, we could go through all these aspects here that talk about subscribers. But I really have to say, Svet Fit Music, you are doing a really great job. There's not much more to say about that. Continue doing that. Basically, if you are thinking about subscribers keep coming back, it's all about the value you provide on your channel. Usually for small channels, if you don't have this perfect alignment with what content you want to provide, you're not sure what the target audience exactly is, what they enjoy the most, and so on. That is especially an issue in the beginning if you start a new channel to find that out. Then usually it's the case that new subscribers subscribe because you have a single video that they really enjoyed, but then they realize the next coming videos are not as good anymore, so they drop off. But once you have this value, the value that is provided on your channel, it's not only, I mean, I do a how-to channel, so in my case the value is the knowledge. In your case, certainly it's the value for having something to listen to that excites you while you're doing the workout. That is very spot on, like you provide value to the right people and they really enjoyed it. So you got it. There is a fit, so to say. So as long as you continue, I bet you will continue to have those people keep coming back. All right, let's do the next review. If you're okay with me showing your Morningfame report, write down at Morningfame, please review me or something like that, and I will choose a new random number. Absolutely, Svet. Do that. I mean, it's incredible, especially switching your niche. People, if you are interested in seeing a channel switching from one target audience to another one, check out his older videos. It's really impressive how switching, he always did music mixes, but he switched the way he approached it. It's really interesting to see. Once up in a church, yeah, of course. Having exam times, like tests in school, maybe they watch less videos. But then again, maybe because they have to cram for the exams, who knows, maybe they watch even more because they procrastinate on learning their school stuff. I couldn't say. You know what? Sometimes I would like to do a overall analysis on all the channels that I have on Morningfame to see like big changes in views and such not. Brian recently told me, for example, that there was a algorithm change recently about suggested videos. I think I can't remember what he was referring to, but now I think 6 to 8 weeks ago. And he talked to many channel owners and their views dropped because I think, if I remember correctly, because the suggested videos didn't work the same way as they worked before. So this is a bigger trend that has an impact on many channels, and that would be really interesting for me to analyze the data if I can see that over hundreds of channels as well. As soon as I have time to do such analysis, of course, I will share my insights with you. All right, then let's draw another number. 10 was the last one, and the new one is here. Number 3. Who is it? 1, 2, 3. Excel on fire. Awesome. Excel on Fire actually is a channel about Excel, Microsoft Excel. And he really digs deep. I watched a few videos of him. You are doing an impressive job here of teaching people how to get the most out of Excel. And I know from business experience, I did work in IT consulting a lot, and of course, managers in all different business niches use Excel like hell. Frankly, there are people that use Excel way too often. And then they like this getting really huge Excel files, and they do basically everything. This really impressive. But it's a powerful tool, and I wouldn't want to miss it. All right, here we go. Excel on Fire. His report, as you can see. Yeah, let's go 2,000 subscribers. I bet this is a big niche. How would you say? How big is a niche? In your niche, how big are the biggest channels that talk about Excel actually? That would be interesting to me, because I mean, I would expect this quite big niche, not the smallest one. I mean, like the gaming and all that stuff, that is like 100 times bigger, of course. But Excel is probably one of the biggest niches when you talk about computer software. Hi Pam, yeah, using Excel way too much. Like this is that's like a natural thing that occurs even for me. I was once a quality assurance manager, and I did like this huge checklist that took like 20 minutes to fill out, and people really didn't like it. I went way too overboard there. All right, 2,000 subscribers and 223 subscribers keep coming back, based on the assumption that those subscribers watch each and every video. So the number of active subscribers could be higher if you assume that they watch every second video, for example, only, which is natural. Let me quickly check. You're publishing like every 1 to 2 weeks a new video. So I would say in this case, we can safely assume that people are watching fairly every video, because there's not too much content out there that they get bored too much. My personal feeling is often that if you have a channel that is publishing 2, 3, or even more times a week, I personally tend not to watch every video anymore, because it's too much. I mean, if the channel is about a very specific niche, then it's kind of having fresh content in there takes a little time. So not every video is really super new and fresh. So I'm not always motivated to watch every video. But in your case, with your upload frequency, we can assume that. And again here, like you're on the 10% mark of people keeping coming back, which is really great. Yeah, and I think since compared to Svet Fit Music, who was already at over 60K subscribers, right? You're still in the growth phase pretty much, even though really kudos to you for 2K subs. I look forward to one day reach that myself. It is, I think, for you also still something you should keep an eye on to continue to keep your subscribers coming back to your channel. It's not yeah, we can't never be sure that will always happen if we just continue to do that stuff. I mean, even for small big channels it's the case, but for small channels it's a a bigger struggle, certainly, because you have to find the perfect fit between your content and your audience. So let's have a look a little bit. We have here, in order to work on getting more subscribers coming back, 3 tools that I introduced here. And one tool that some of you already might know is the good subscriber experience. Because I created the tool for the reason because you caught the attention of your subscriber, at least with the video you did where the person subscribed to your channel at first. So what is important then is that they give you a chance to prove yourself as a channel, to keep them interested with your upcoming next videos. But if they realize that the second or the third video they watch on your channel is not as good anymore as the first one where they were motivated to subscribe, then they drop off. So what you need to think about is to make the most of your new subscriber and don't lose it anymore. These subscribers should have a good experience. And that is all about here in this report. Here on the left, you see it's similar to the channel comparison you see on the workshop tab or the strategy tab. But this time focused on subscribers. So, of course, first of all, views. You should get views from those subscribers. That's the fact that they do come back, which is really great here, as you can see, even nearly outperforming. So good job. And then the next thing is, of course, if they click the video, they should watch it for a long time, because only then it means they really enjoyed the video and got the value out of it. And as you can see, very good watch time as well. I think even considering, let's see, although of course the absolute watch time is very important, most important for YouTube, interesting would be also in comparison to your video length. And let's see, you have 6.5 minutes, 7.5 minutes, 4 and a bit, 9, 10, 12, sometimes 4 minutes. All right, I see. So you're timing your videos pretty well. Because there's one aspect. Having good good watch time for your subscribers is a good thing, first of all, because they really enjoy your videos. And the second thing is that your subscribers are actually worth more than your regular viewers, in a sense that they already believe in your channel. They know that there's value, because otherwise they wouldn't have subscribed to your channels, right? So what I can always see, like in nearly every channel, I analyzed hundreds, not even thousands, over 1,000 channels already. I found only one exception so far, that the watch time is usually higher for subscribers. And that, of course, reflects subscribers are more committed to your channel. So those people are prone to binge watch your content a little bit more. So it's always a good idea to increase your watch time the more you can. But also it's a good idea to try to make the videos not much longer than that. So if you have a 4.5 minutes watch time in this case, I would say a 70% audience retention would be ideal there. So if we have 4.5 minutes, 4.5 minutes, and let's assume that is 70%, then 6.5 minutes would be ideal length of your video. Because the idea is here that if your video is not much longer, they tend to watch your video to the end, and then you have the ability to recommend more videos to them, right? In the end screen, for example, or in a card that you show up in the end. By the way, the card in the end, check out Brian G's ritual handoff method. Really great idea to make people watch a second video, like a follow-up video that ties into what you said in your current video. Really great strategy. I sometimes try that myself as well. So this way you could even maximize what you get out of your subscribers even more. But anyway, I'm talking about opportunities here. What you certainly have a excellent subscriber experience. I mean, look at it. Above expectation watch time, and the same for engagement. So really perfect engagement. I think probably a lot of discussions about questions about Excel and so on, right? So this is a perfect niche to get the most out of it. All right. I think, yeah, so far so good. Of course, here are the videos that work the most for your subscribers. So it's always a good, work the best, of course. It's always a good idea to do similar videos like these ones in order to catch the attention of your subscribers even more. But of course, don't focus only on your subscribers. I know that in your case, you do it pretty in an interesting way. Each video of yours is one feature of Excel. And in the beginning, you talk about how to use that feature, like these introductory stuff that is good for any viewer who is new to Excel, for example. And then in the end, you dive deeper into more advanced usages of this feature. So I would say in this sense, continue to do so. That's a very good idea, actually, because it's always kind of a balance between targeting your subscribers as well as your viewers. In your case, you combine that into one video oftentimes by having the first part for the beginners and the second part for the advanced Excel users. But also this, you could, every one of you guys could do that by uploading some videos specifically with the intent to catch the attention from your subscribers, and other videos specifically to catch the attention of new viewers, those that you try to rank high in search, for example. So there always needs to be a balance. Just focusing on subscribers or viewers, visitors, non-subscribers would be too one-sided. All right. Okay, if you're okay with me showing your Morningfame report, then write down at Morningfame. Please review me, please, so we can choose another channel to review. In the meantime, everyday main tag, indeed, everyone starts at 0. In the beginning, it's quite difficult to figure out how to reach people. Of course, if you're starting at 0, then this whole subscriber thing is not really at first the right thing to go for, right? Because you don't have subscribers yet. And also, so targeting search, something searchable, is the best idea here. But as soon as you establish your first subscribers, it's a good idea to listen closely to them in order to find out how can you make a real good match between what your content, your videos are providing and what your viewers want to see. But in the beginning, assume that you don't have dialed in it perfectly. So don't don't hesitate to switch your direction once in a while, in order to find maybe a better way to catch the attention of subscribers. You might lose your first subscribers, but you're gaining new subscribers who then keep coming back. Because in the beginning, usually, if you have like 100 subscribers already, yeah, I hear people sometimes being a little hesitant to change the direction of their channel. But then again, just have a look at how many of those subscribers actually do come back. Oftentimes, if the topic of the channel is not really dialed in, it's really just a few people, a handful, that keep coming back. So changing direction again, and losing those just handful of subscribers in the process wouldn't be too much of a loss compared to the big opportunity you have and having much greater content with the new direction you're doing. Yeah. All right. Okay, we have okay, I do a random number from 1 to 15. 3 is the old one, and let's go. 9. All right, who is it this time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cosas del Jardin. All right, I think you are about gardening, right? Hi, low budget gaming. Nice to see you. And hi, Alf Books. Nice to see you as well. Thanks for your feedback, by the way. Alf Books is one of my early access users. And he gave me good feedback on the best time to publish feature I introduced. I can quickly show it to you. This new feature, for those who don't know it yet. Let's go over. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Let's do that. Cosas del Jardin. Here we go. All right, over 200K subscribers, impressive. I also am not surprised about that. I mean, it's an achievement to have that many subscribers, but also I happen to know about the slow food movement, which is huge. So great that you got that many, a good share of this community. All right, you have 7,000 subscribers, keeping coming back. This is, I mean, I'm always talking about the 10%, right? About active subscribers compared to subscribers you actually have. 10% would be 20,000 subscribers, keeping coming back. But this is a rough estimate. For channels of your size, this number usually goes lower even. I can't really tell you whether that is really good or bad. Let's quickly look in the workshop tab. Here, average views from subscribers, which is a little bit lower than expected. Yeah, I have enough channels of those size to probably compare that. So roughly, this is an okay number. Could be a little bit higher, but I wouldn't say that the analytics would be perfect in judging that here. It's good. So good on that front. Actually, the more you grow, the lower the number gets. Take PewDiePie, for example. He usually gets 5 million views for a video, but has 50 million subscribers. Now you have to consider that 5 million views are visitors as well as subscribers. So the number of subscribers who actually watch those videos he published are even lower. So you can see there as well that the number is really low at that point. All right. One thing in order to get your subscribers keeping coming back is, of course, the time you publish your videos. I mean, there are many other factors, but this is certainly one factor. So let me show you the best time to publish report I recently created. And here you can see that, you're doing a great job at having a quite regular upload schedule, as we can see here on Friday noon. Yeah, I don't know in which time zone you live, what time that is for you. Cosas del Jardin, you sound like European, Spanish maybe? So that could be then 9 hours apart. That is 3 a.m. in the morning. No, you're probably more like South American, right? Brazil or those countries, right? So that would be quite a similar time zone, which turns out to work quite well for you. As you can see here, this report looks at proven times where you publish frequently, and the statistics really tell you're grabbing the attention of your subscribers. Yeah, great. South America. I was figuring that. Perfect. That would be, I think, maybe you're a little bit apart, so it's not really Friday 11 a.m., but more like 9 a.m. for you, maybe. In any way, it turns out the times you publish on Friday really work well for you. Continue to do that. You once did publish on Tuesday, but it looks like you switched. The dots on the left from the box are older videos and on the right are newer videos. So recently you published on Friday, maybe a little bit earlier Friday, and stopped to publish on Tuesday because we have no videos here actually. Perfect. And we have an interesting finding here. Times worth testing would be on Sunday afternoon. Because what I backed in here is that it's quite interesting to see actually. Most of us have regular upload schedules, and that is a good thing because the publishing time is all about your subscribers, to catch them, that you publish your video at the time where they are ready to watch your videos. Because they are the people who jumpstart your view velocity, tell the YouTube algorithm this is a great video, and in that, for that reason, YouTube starts to do more promotion for your video. So with the time to publish, it's the best idea to target your subscribers at first, so they do give YouTube the feedback, this is a great video, please do more promotion. And of course, if they are currently at work or in school, don't have a break, they can't watch your video, they have to ignore your notification. But if the notification of your new video comes in at a time where they have a break, or it's evening and they are at home and have leisure time, then it's perfect. They will click it because they know your channel is great, or even are in the garden right now and of course then want to watch a video about how to plant the seeds and all that stuff, right? But it's interesting to see a regular upload schedule, which you have obviously, perfect, teaches people to keep coming back at the right time. But also, interestingly, I saw that besides those regular upload schedules, it's oftentimes the case that for whatever reason, I don't know, those people, new subscribers come to your channel at a different time than you usually upload your videos. Like with a peak. And that actually happened here in the recent weeks on Sunday in your case on your channel. I don't know, maybe you even know why that was the case. Maybe someone else, another channel you did a collaboration with, or for whatever reason recommended your channel, for example. So people came in large quantities to your channel and subscribed to it. And that is an opportunity for you, because you now know at that time people subscribed to your channel. So obviously when they subscribe then they are having free time at that time as well. So if you want to get the most out of your new subscribers, it could be a chance to publish here on Sunday afternoon and see how your videos turn out. I mean, it's no guarantee, right? But it's kind of an idea. Maybe you should try out this time, and maybe it even turns out that you can reach even more people at that time. Because, obviously there is a community who is ready to watch videos at that time. Some of them subscribed at that time to your channel, and who knows, maybe this is a chance for you to rig in like an additional group of the audience that is maybe not available on Friday. So it's worth testing. Good idea. A live stream could be a good idea as well. Especially live streams actually are important for the time you schedule them. That is something Alf Books told me as well in his feedback, and I thought a lot about that. I currently don't have a way to find out which videos on Morningfame are from live streams and which ones are just pre-recorded uploads. But I actually now found a way. So I will in the coming days bake that into the software so that we can also analyze the times of your live streams when you start them, if they are a good idea. But then again, this is with the upload time. It's always a thing about experimenting with different times. Unless you don't do experiments, try to publish a video on another day. You won't never know whether they work better or worse than the publishing times you currently use. I thought long and hard about that, how to probably estimate in advance which times will work best. But this is no exact science. Only YouTube would have the data to really tell when the people are active that are subscribed to you, and ideally even viewers in the same interest group as your subscribers. But we don't have this information. So what we need to do is do an educated guess. Educated guess is what this report is doing for you, and then try out new times. All right. That's the peek into Cosas del Jardin. Really nice channel. Doing a great job here. Let's if you're okay with me showing your Morningfame report, then type in at Morningfame review me. Let's do the next review. In the meantime, let me read the comments. Hi, Mr. Sharp. Thank you. Cosas del Jardin, if you really try this Sunday publishing time, let me know how it turns out. Would be really interesting for me to find out a little bit more. This best time to publish report, I tested it for over 100 channels while I was developing the feature. But what I really would like to know is how helpful this report is in the long run. Because what I really tried hard here is to not create this report in a way that is producing a self-fulfilling prophecy or is misleading you in a sense. Yeah, and of course I did really intense testing, and over 100 channels really looked good to me. But yeah, it would be interesting to see, like in the long run, over the course of a few months, how this report turns out. And hey, free radicals, actually, thank you so much to mention this best time to publish report again. I think it was last live stream. I thought at that point, so many people were asking me for this report. I now have to get it done. I mean, it took me months to do that. But I'm happy how it turned out. All right, let's do another random number. No, that's not. Calculator doesn't help, right? It is Cosas del Jardín. All right, all right. That's what language is it? I think I pronounced it a little bit Spanish at first, and then Jardin is French. Okay, let's do a random number from 1 to 12. 9 was the last one. And 11 it is. Let's see. Okay, maybe we don't have 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 so far. Then let's do round robin. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Longy long. Hey. All right. Let's see. Okay, do you do writing? Let's have a look. All right, nice. Let's go over here. Longy long. From your avatar, I think you do retro gaming, right? Super Mario. Well, I can't read it from here. Super Mario, this shopping game. Friday the 13th. Nice, nice. All right. Yeah, awesome. Retro gaming, always a great thing to watch, like the nostalgia. But it sounds like you also do modern games, right? All right, 200 subscribers just surpassed in the last week. Congratulations. That's really great achievement. And 11 subscribers keep coming back. Let's have a look. Can we assume that everyone watches each and every video? You do probably 2 videos in a week. Sometimes 1 to 2 videos in a week. Yeah, I would say we can assume everyone watches every video. Maybe let's say in reality you have more like 20 subscribers who keep coming back probably, which is a good start. I think let's quickly look at your subscriber experience. Yeah, I was guessing though, so you have good engagement here. That is really a good sign that your subscribers are enjoying your channel. This is, I would say, judging from the numbers here, you are really already having a clear understanding about what your audience enjoys. By the way, when we are talking about gaming channels, it's often the case that the new channels are not very dialed in yet, because starting a gaming channel is very easy. You just play your games, right? Just play your games. I mean, you can do it on a easy level, not very much with effort doing this YouTube channel, but you also can do it on a high level. So I don't want to talk it down, but because the hurdle to start a gaming channel is so low, just by the statistics, by the share of gaming channels, many of them are not very directed yet. And certainly you seem to really start it out with having a clear vision here. I was first guessing about its retro gaming, but doesn't seem, you say 2 types of games. Indie and retro. Okay, I see. Perfect. I mean, this really fits together, I would say, because indie games often are those pixelated games, to pay tribute to the nostalgic experiences we had in our youth with the old games, right? So a thumbs up for your way to like having a concise purpose of your channel, and that is clearly reflected here. Of course, it takes a little more time to get a large movement on your channel because you're, of course, with 200 subscribers getting started right now. For the videos you did here, Ninja Turtles and his NES reviews, that's certainly an old game. Final Fantasy NES, old game as well. 1,000 views, shout out. That's always a good thing to do for the subscribers. So certainly that went well. Start NES reviews, NES. Oh, I think here's quite a pattern maybe. You're doing those NES games work particularly well for your channel. I mean, I wouldn't judge at this moment. You know your channel best, right? But sometimes it could be also a good idea to even narrow down what you do even more. So maybe just NES games, but then again, maybe that's too narrow, right? But certainly it seems to be a pattern here that especially the NES reviews games work well on your channel. But what I would say is here, I think in this case, it's I think at your stage of the channel, it's also a good idea to have a balance between those videos that really are enjoyed by your subscribers, as well as getting more viewers to your channel, right? Because you want to grow heavily. And NES games are good for nostalgia, to have a good connection to your viewers, I mean. But they are already out there. There's no trend going on for them. Or maybe there is, I don't know if there is some, sometimes maybe they do a rerun of a game. They develop it new for the iPad, for example, where it was not available before. So there's a new rush for people going in there. But indie games in general, I would say, indie games are particularly interesting because there are so many new indie games published every now and then that experience a big hype. I have, for example, here on my channel, for example, I don't know if you watched it before. Let's go back onto just here. Rank Higher for Trends. If you didn't watch it yet, this one, it's 7 months ago, so it's a quite old video. But this talks a lot about jumping on trends here, which work particularly well in the indie gaming niche, because there are so many new releases for new indie games, early access releases even, and also because they are indie games, the large gaming channels don't focus on them too much. Because indie games always have a quite small audience. For a large channel, like let's say Jacksepticeye or PewDiePie, and as a certain indie game wouldn't have enough of an audience for them to even get out of bed, right? So they are focusing on the AAA games and all that stuff. But for you, a indie game audience would be already so huge that people that this would move your channel forward. So knowing when early accesses are released, you can jump on the trends like I explained in this video, and with that grow even more subscribers. And I would say then keep attention on how the subscribers keep coming back. I think you are already in the early access program. It looked like you already have this new feature, so you can track this number. So to make sure that you continue to keep your subscribers interested, would be too bad if you this is a good thing that you already have this many subscribers who keep coming back, but it's still a question whether that is scalable. Yeah, you have to keep an eye on that to see the more you grow if they still keep coming back, because every new subscriber is of course different, subscribes for a different reason, and it's unclear if that in the beginning was just a coincidence because they were close friends from you or for some other reason, or if it's really because your content is tied in. So I would keep attention on that. All right, let's see. Let's do one last channel review and then wrap it up. If you're okay with me showing you a Morningfame report, type in Morningfame me, and Gory Gaming, you are the first in the list. You don't have to type again. And let's see. My pleasure, Longy Long. Yeah, I think that's as always, right? It's keeping track of your numbers and how it evolves. It always needs creativity to actually find a way to get this fitting between your content and your videos. It's always a continuous process. And I think you're on a good way. All right, let's do a number from 1 to 7. I think 2 was the last one. Go ahead. 6. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Low budget gaming. You're next. All right. Once Upon a Church. I'm really sorry. Maybe next month. Until then, feel free to write me an email. I can give you a tip if you want to have a particular question. I'm always happy to help. All right. Low budget gaming. Low budget gaming. Did you rename your channel recently? Maybe? Low budget gaming. Let's see. Did you okay, low budget gaming, let me know the new channel name you have. Otherwise I won't be able to find your report. Svet Svet Fit music networks. That's an interesting topic. Actually, YouTube started to reduce the or increase the terms for multi-channel networks that help YouTubers to grow, basically. When you join for a share of the ad revenue. I rarely heard actually really help. You have to consider like this. If you are a small YouTuber with just a few bucks ad revenue, the share that goes to multi-channel networks that that shall help you with something, they can't do much of a service for that little money. I mean, they are for-profit companies as well, right? So usually for small YouTubers, it's not really a big help. The only thing I once heard is that that it could help you with the legal issues. But that was a German channel who told me that, and we in Germany are more sensible for legal terms. Often cases, the legal parts of legal documents are much more strict in Germany than the rest of the world. So I'm not sure how important that actually is. So let's see. I think a multi-channel network is only useful for larger channels. Like you already have 100,000 subscribers or so, and then maybe they can be of real service to you because they of course get a good share, good amount of money, so they can actually do one-on-one consulting. Even I don't know what they all offer, but let's see. I don't have really much of experience here. Okay, low budget gaming. It's actually too bad I can't find your report, so I fall back on the public channel review tool I have. Because one thing that is very important for getting your subscribers keep coming back are the thumbnails. I mean, that's as well as important for viewers, but yeah, for everyone basically. But I recently did a video, some of you might have seen that, about the effect of doing custom thumbnails. And custom thumbnails, as it turns out, can grow your channel twice as fast if you do them. And that's just the average I got out of the statistics I have. Actually, by the way, Cosas del Jardim, now right? Venezuela, great, awesome. I think you speak Portuguese then, right? Anyway, I'm managing currently about 400 channels. Yeah, and so the effect, twice as much growth with custom thumbnails is the average. If you do really great thumbnails, the growth is even steeper. Basically, what the effect is that if you do appealing thumbnails, they give you more views because more people are motivated to click your video, and that produces kind of an effect that improves everything. More views means more viewers, more subscribers. YouTube recognizes that your videos are more appealing to the audience, so YouTube does more promotion. So the little change of doing custom thumbnails with the little effect it has in the beginning expands in a large effect in the long run. So it's a really good idea to invest a lot of time in thumbnails. Low budget gaming, yeah, correct, if it is searchable. But remember one thing. Even if you don't appear very high in the search results at the beginning, I mean, it's not easy to do so. You probably still appear in the suggested videos section for a few people who are interested in content like yours. And if you make the click count, you know, your video appears, it does appears on YouTube, it is recommended to at least a few people. And then you have a chance. Yeah, even if you don't do really great SEO, it appears in suggested at least for other people. And if you use this chance to make people click then this puts you one step forward into the chain of getting more promotion from YouTube. Because if your video appears in a suggested video, for example, and people don't click on your video, instead they click on another video, then that is actually a negative mark for your video. I mean, there's a long list of suggested videos, right? 20 videos or so, and the person just clicks one of them. So 19 videos get that negative mark. So it's common. YouTube doesn't give you like bad grades for that, and does not. YouTube knows that users don't click all videos, but the more you get the click and instead of the other videos, the more positive signals you get, even if you are not good at appearing in search yet. So this is really an interesting effect that kicks in there, and mostly really thanks to thumbnails. So let's look at your channel. Low budget gaming. Okay, I can see you have a very wow, 12 to 13 videos you publish on your channel. That is impressive. Awesome. I think you have 59 views from your videos. I can't tell in this public review tool here how many views are from your subscribers, but I would estimate that maybe 20 views or so are from your subscribers. And considering that you publish that often, I would argue that not everyone watches every video. So that granted, you have maybe 40 active subscribers or so with the 191 subscribers you have in total. You are really great, in a great spot in getting your subscribers keep coming back. Let's see how your thumbnails look. All right. First of all, very important, and that is actually one aspect that is particularly important for subscribers. Not so much for people, non-subscribers who find your channel for the first time, but those that watched a video before from your channel, they want to recognize your videos by just looking at the thumbnails. Because if they watched it and enjoyed your videos, and then for some reason another of your videos appears in the suggested videos or the search, home screen, or wherever, and if they can recognize that your thumbnail, this video that has your thumbnail, belongs to your channel, they remember, oh, that was the cool channel from I watched recently. I should watch another one of this video, certainly, right? So it's a good idea to have a repeating style that people can recognize. And yeah, your repeating style is of course this car, but I would say, could it be that you're playing different teams here, right? The same manager, but different country teams here for the same game, right? You have this logo here. So this is certainly something to recognize here. Although I personally believe just having a logo is sometimes not very helpful because naturally you do the logo very small. Because for those standard parts, you don't want to use up too much space. Let me give you an example. My channel, for example, I do it a little bit different. As you can see here, I always use the same colors and this tilted text. And that is my unique style. So I don't even use a logo. I just used the style in a sense is a way for people to recognize the thumbnails. So maybe this is a thing you could consider doing with your thumbnails too, because there are many ways to get people recognize a video as being part of your channel. But certainly, I think a good start, this gray part on the left you usually use in some of the videos, that is maybe a way you could do that, like in combination with the logo you have on the bottom left, and then the gray background and the text. That is already very unique. Maybe you can do more of those in order to make them more recognizable. Let's quickly check in dark mode. This gray is really well chosen for dark mode too, so I would go ahead with that. So far, this idea, I think, good start. Then, of course, the thumbnail sizes is one part. If there's too many details, it's hard to see everything on suggested on the phone, on the desktop, search on the phone, where the thumbnails are displayed very small. Actually, this thumbnails tab you see here, this is a review tool only available to a few YouTube advice gurus to do channel reviews. But with the extension of the Velocity tab, you have this what I show you here in your Morningfame tool as well. Here, this appealing thumbnails tool is exactly the same as you see in the review tool for those people who are interested in checking that out for their own channel. And I think in this case, small thumbnails work for you as well. You don't overcrowd that with too tiny text or too much detail. You do a good job here. Yeah, and then, of course, what you know from the 24 hours email from Morningfame as well, the comparison with similar thumbnails. Quick question, everyone. Which thumbnail would you click here from those 6 different ones? Which is the most appealing one for you? I wonder. I would go probably for, I mean, with the mouth here, that's very appealing because it's straightforward. But I think your thumbnail is really, that's your one, is doing a good job here. If you would use more contrasting colors, you could even stick out more. Luckily, all the thumbnails are not too colorful. Number 2, yeah, this one. So it's easy to stick out more with more bright colors. I mean, you are using a screenshot of your game here, right? So it was not created by you, but maybe, I don't know, maybe with the photo editor you could even do more contrast or color brightness, play around with it a little bit. Maybe there's an easy way to make this thumbnail even more pop. So then like it just catches the attention. All right, I think the big winner is number 2. That is a good point here. Having a thumbnail that sticks out is like an art form by itself, right? Because first of all, it's not really only about the standard things like the text is well readable, the colors are bright, so it sticks out. These are standard recommendations, but we have to think about the psychology of people. And certainly this with the mouth, this thumbnail breaks the pattern. It's different, completely different from the other thumbnails that usually appear in this niche. And by the way, that's very interesting. When I tested this feature, I tested the thumbnails that Morningfame shows up for each video for many different niches. And coincidentally, I don't know why, but it is the case. Every niche has a particular style of thumbnail design. Kids channels, for example, are extremely bright and colorful, those thumbnails, naturally, of course. But then, as you can see here, those gaming videos are all kind of screenshots from the games, and they are, of course, designed for different purposes than having a popping thumbnail, right? So they have a certain design here. Then again, there are the niche, this airplane crashes, like the top 10 list of the biggest airplane crashes or boats ramming into each other. I mean, sometimes that's funny to see, but yeah, the deep niches of YouTube. But this is interesting. This niche is, there's always a picture of an airplane or a boat, and then a red circle around the spot where the vehicle crashes into another boat, another airplane, into a bird, whatever. This is their thumbnail design. So it's a good idea to study the common design of your niche and then try to break the pattern, like the mouth is doing here. All right. BMN TV, a good point. Yeah, it's very congruent here. You're doing a great job in the thumbnail in itself, but when compared to other thumbnails, it's always about the competition, and then it decides whether it sticks out. For example, I mean, look at that. In the YouTube advice niche, yeah, I'm doing. I mean, my thumbnails are not perfect, but I'm doing a heck of a job to use bright colors. As you can see here, this red is even brighter than the old red I used. I improved that a little bit. So I'm trying very hard on doing appealing thumbnails. But if we compare it to other YouTube advice people, yeah, then my thumbnail, okay, it breaks a pattern a little bit because it's different, but they are all doing great thumbnails. Here you can see that, or here you can see that. Here, Tube Mechanics, hi, if you're still there. He does bright colors as well. He does a good job here as well. Here, extremely bright colors. Of course, YouTube advice gurus always do a good job in doing their thumbnails. So compared to the competition, it's for me even harder to stick out. But that doesn't mean that's the only niche where it's hard. I mean, some gaming niches have a very tough game there as well, as I was able to see. All right, let's, since Gory Gaming asked for, can I go to channel? Oh, that was a mistake. Now my messaging is away. Okay, let's look at a little bit of thumbnails at the end and then wrap it up. Gory Gaming. Yeah, thumbnails, yeah, by far are the most important thing to look at. All right, gory gaming. I can't. Sorry, guys. Yeah, gory gaming. I want to wrap it up. I mean, we do it already for 1.5 hours. But let's quickly review a few thumbnails from people. Here we go. Your account is running. All right. Yeah, Sangeeta's Creations. I have you on the list then, and BMN TV as well. Gory Gaming. Let's look at your thumbnails. Oh yeah, that's a good example, by the way, of the gaming niche I meant earlier. About you're doing like really high color contrast. I mean, top notch here, right? This is the way to stick out. I recently saw your thumbnails in another live stream as well. You were working on your. You didn't do that yet, right? Let me check. Oh, the statistics are not refreshed. Let's quickly do that. You made a few new videos. Hey, Millie's TV time too. Welcome. We are nearly about to wrap up, but we are reviewing a few thumbnails now because that is so important. This takes a little time to crunch the data. I'm sorry. Hi, Draconic Rose. Nice to see you as well. All right, takes its time. Yeah. Thumbnails certainly are important for everyone. Okay, this is taking a little bit longer. Here we go. All right. Okay. That was what I was expecting. Did we do on my channel or another channel? We talked about the way you designed your logo in the bottom left, right? So you updated that certainly. Now you have this edge here with the new logo, which I like better because it's not so crowded. The old one has very tiny details and no one can anyway see them, right? So this is more clean. A good job here. I think that's a very good idea. It doesn't go in too much into the foreground. You're kind of recognizable part of the thumbnail, but it is enough for your subscribers to recognize. Because as I said, this is first and foremost for your subscribers, because it doesn't matter if you have some branding, your logo or something like that on there. If people don't know your channel yet, they don't care. But the subscribers know your channel and know that you do good quality videos. So recognizing easily the thumbnails makes them more motivated to come back. This is for the subscribers. And I think that is taking not too much of space. It's nicely designed with a small curve here and the logo is very clear. So good job at that. Size is also great here. I mean, you really take care of that. Nothing to say there. And now let's go to the competition. And this is the hard part, like again, right? it's always compared to the other thumbnails in the niche. I mean, they appear a bit beneath your, besides your video, and yeah, which one, guys, would you click in this case? I'm really not sure here. I'm really not sure. Frankly, yeah, your thumbnail is this one, of course. I mean, we now all recognized it probably because of your great corner, but I would more likely click on this one. Because there's a little bit of emotion. Yeah, she's happy here, or it's like the mother saying something to the kid to behave properly, something this kind of emotion. So this is of course of great value. Or here is maybe I don't know whether this is the good idea to do that. I mean, it has something to it. This is kind of little bit detached from what you can expect from the video. I'm not sure. Yeah, of course, it's about Adopt Me. Yeah, if you look at the titles here, it's all about Adopt Me in this Roadblocks game. So that is pretty clear, but I don't know. You know, this is kind of showing the emotion, showing people what to expect. Yeah. Because from the design perspective, it's really great what you do. But there's the emotional side to it. You have to build up expectations for your video. I mean, for example, this one does more of that because there is a person somehow having anger, I would say, here in this case. Or here, I think this is one video you do for once, a new game, a free game to play probably on the internet. So people see, oh, it's kind of a shooting game that is intriguing. Yeah, it's not always people showing emotion. In this case, it would be to see, oh, there's a game about PvP, or something like that. I don't know, but it kind of raises my intrigues me, right? And this is kind of, it's not easy to do. Frankly, I have to say I'm doing not a proper job at that. Yeah, it's really something to tinker with. All right, let's look at the next one. Sangeetas. Let's see if I can look that up. Okay. Next up, Sangeeta, a nice channel. You do stuff about DIY, creating nice things, right? Free radicals, do you recommend staying with thumbnails that are based on what is working in an industry standard if you decide to change completely? Do you change slowly? I think changing slowly is, first of all, not a good idea. Just because if you just change a little bit, you will never know whether that made an impact. Because there are many different factors that make people click or a video successful. Because it's the question is, what was actually jump-starting the success of your particular video? It's not always the thumbnail in itself that made people click, and then as an effect, people started promoting your video more. It could always be the case that your subscribers saw a notification, the topic was great, and disregardingly of the thumbnail, they watched it with a very high watch time, and then YouTube did more promotion. There are multiple factors that factor into the success of a video, the topic in itself being a big one as well. And so if I want to try out new thumbnails, I would always try to improve them or do a different approach to see whether that has a big effect. And in this case, I would say have a look at the views you get from visitors. Yeah, you can look that up in Morningfame, of course. Because when you change a thumbnail, that would not pretty much, at least if you only do it once, pretty much change the behavior of your subscribers if they still recognize your videos, but it would certainly change the behavior of your non-subscribers, the visitors. So pay attention to the effect on that. Okay, Sangeeta's Creations. Here we have thumbnails. First of all, very nice. All of them are really DIY style, which I like. You don't have so much of a branding here for subscribers to recognize your videos when another one of them pops up in their home feed, for example. So you could think about adding something like we saw from Gory Gaming. You also have a nice logo, which you could somehow incorporate. But the only thing, if you compare that, like these two logos, Gory Gaming, this is a very simple logo, which even if it's very small, is very recognizable. Your logo, although I really like that hand-drawn probably, right? This is beautiful, but it has tiny details. So I'm not sure how it would look like if you would add it to your thumbnails in a corner or so. Maybe there are different ways you can do a branding. First of all, with the same font would be one thing to do. Or, yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, there are so many opportunities. Let's quickly have a look at the competition, what they are doing. They don't have any branding as well. Interesting. Yeah, you see here, it's interesting. I mean, every niche has different thumbnail styles, and here we don't have any branding on this. Your niche certainly doesn't focus on that much. Here, the other videos also no branding or recognizable elements. Here as well, I mean, always showing your face is always a way to do that as well. People usually, of course, recognize if they see you, but I don't think you appear in your videos, right? So that is not an option. Also, no branding. Interesting. You know what? In your niche, you could get a like a head a little bit. With introducing a little bit of recognizable elements, because no one else is doing that. So that would be your chance to drawing again more of your subscribers, which will fuel the growth of your channel, because the more subscribers keep coming back, the more signals they will send to the YouTube algorithm, and that will motivate YouTube to do more promotion for you. So think about one style, and my recommendation would be take a thumbnail, do different styles like branding wise, recognizable effect, play around, make 2 or 3 different styles, and then post them to the Tube Ritual Facebook group. I'm not sure if you are on there already, Tube Ritual. And this is a really great group with very active people there. Many of people watching this right now are there on there as well, and this will make a great discussion and great feedback for you to decide which way you want to go. Yeah, and of course, that said, once you have this branding parts in place, it's easy to do that in every thumbnail, so it's not really extra work. It's just the design part in the beginning to choose one for you, right? Okay, whose thumbnails should I review next? There was one person who told me that before, but I forgot who it was. Cyrillic, you're welcome, Sangeeta. Be a Man TV, yeah, right. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. All right. Okay, now we see actually the same thumbnail feature in the actual Morningfame site. If you don't have this feature yet on your report, it will be getting available shortly, in a week or so, for everyone. Currently, BMN TV is one of my early access users. All right. Yeah, as we can see here, you have certainly branding in place, like the recognizable part, right? This red bar at the left. Done. I mean, it doesn't take up much space. And it's something that people immediately recognize as part of your channel, and that's all it should do. Yeah, and check. And yeah, also, of course, yeah, I mean, that's even more prominent. We can see you in each thumbnail, right? And recognizing you is easy. We humans can recognize humans the best. Nothing to add there. Really great. Let's see, since you're using text, you use text in a large font, so it's really greatly visible for small device on phone and so on as well. So check there. Perfect. Let's say here, leather lacing shoes with 7 holes. Okay, very good idea with the showing the shoe here. I'm thinking about, like, do you convey, set up the right expectation for your video? And I would say this really matches well here. For the shoes, how to tie them so they look nice. Awesome. New Jordan trend. Okay, this one is also, from the design perspective, perfect. I mean, you're showing the new Jordan shoes, right? But unfortunately, the white shoe is over, how you call it? The color is too bright, so I can't really recognize this as a shoe. If you would have held it a little bit different, like so we can see the whole shoe, that would have helped here. But then again, you won't see the logo, the basketball player logo. So yeah, of course. I mean, yeah. But here again, straights, yeah. You could even put that up front, even a little bit more, maybe. This way to lacing the laces. Anyway, you do really a great job of setting up expectation, and apparently recently you did a lot of shoelacing, right? Awesome. All right, let's compare to the competition. That's interesting. Because as you can see here, I mean, we all know which one is your thumbnail, so perfect. But as you can see here, all the other ones have really close-up shots of the shoes. Different ways to tie them. I think compared, I mean, I would say your thumbnail is so much better than the other ones in the whole design. But actually, you might miss out here because the people are interested in a lacing pattern. So the lacing pattern should be very upfront and clearly visible. I don't really see your lacing pattern here. So if you would have, I mean, take the same thumbnail and leather lacing. You could remove shoes with 7 holes, yeah, because if you make the shoe bigger, then it's clear what the video is about. And instead of doing like this, yeah, you could do like this, hold the shoe right up in front. So this way it would match the like close-up look the other thumbnails have as well. Cyrillic, yeah, I guess in this case it's the case, yeah. The closer the object, the more views. Yeah, we are visual, right? But this is really interesting. I wonder, I mean, yeah, I recently talked to someone. It would be great for Morningfame. It only shows you the comparison in hindsight, right? So now it's pretty much too late to design the thumbnail. I mean, it shows you already 24 hours after you uploaded your video, but the first 24 hours are really important for a video, for the view velocity. So in the future, I most likely do some feature where you can get those comparison thumbnails up front. So you know how you will need to design your thumbnail in order to stick out, break the pattern, but also not miss out on the common pattern people are using. And as we can see here for the other video, same thing reappearing. This one is great. It was laced as a no. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, there's so much to thumbnail design. Let's see, Cyrillic. You asked for feedback as well. Let's go to your channel as well to see how that looks. You said your channel it died out, or you were asking about how to revive a dead channel, right? Earlier in the chat, I saw. That's a really good question. That's a really good question. It depends on how far it died out already. Because unfortunately, there is one effect that YouTube is measuring that was uncovered by a study done by Matt Gielen on Tube Filter. I'm often mentioned that study in my videos, and it's the case that if you compare your actual subscriber number to the active subscribers, yeah, the subscribers who keep coming back, we are talking about all the live stream all along, is that if the ratio gets too low, and we are talking, they talked about below 4%. So if you have your 100 subscribers and you're less than 4 people come back, or you have 1,000 less than 40 people come back to watch your new videos, then you kind of get into a death spiral for your channel. You have to overcome that before YouTube starts promoting your channel more again. So sometimes in this case, if your channel died out, then if you fall below this threshold, maybe it's a good idea to start a completely new channel. But don't take this information too much for granted. It tends to be the case. Reviving a dead channel is, in every case different. Let's look at your thumbnails. And as I can see, you have nearly 30,000 subscribers and on average 7,500 views. So probably when you were asking about reviving a dead channel, you were not talking about your channel. That's not an issue. All right. Okay, Cyrillic, you left the stream, it seems. I could shorten then and do someone else instead. Yeah, anyway. Okay. Then here the same branding again. Let's just for the sake of us everyone. This is kind of comedy, I think, this channel. Comparison to similar videos. Interesting. Do you see how these thumbnails look quite similar? This is the effect I'm talking about. Yeah, okay, here are a little bit of a differences. Very similar again. Very similar again. I mean, each video tends to be in a different kind of interest group. So that is why these look different from these ones. I think this channel is really a lot about different things. Okay, Nani, whatever that means. So I think a movie. And here it's about a game, so that targets different audiences. But it's interesting, right? How those niches tend to have very similar thumbnails. I was blown away when I first studied that. Yeah, knowing that, of course, is a good idea to make use of it. Playing the game playing with the standards the niche has, as well as breaking the pattern in a sense to stick out. Hi Eads, let's play. Welcome. I think the live stream will close soon. I'm sorry. But anyway, should I look at thumbnails from one last channel? Buy free radicals. All right, I think that's enough for today. We did 2 hours, so that's good for now. I hope this was helpful for you. Yeah, next month, first Saturday of next month, I do the same again. Next time again, channel reviews, and I think, I'm not sure yet. I think I will do it about keyword research. Yeah. Let's see. I try to do those channel reviews with a focus all the time. All right. Eats Let's Play. I will send you a. Okay. Let's do quickly yours as the last time. I think most will leave now, but why not, right? See you, Everyday Man Tags. See you, Sangeta. really my pleasure. And the last one, Eats Let's Play. I really appreciate you hopping in. I was talking about thumbnails are really important. I recently did a video on my channel about the importance of thumbnails. I studied that and found out that channels grow twice as effective when they do custom thumbnails. And that's just the average. If you do really great thumbnails, that could be even more. So investing your time into thumbnails is really worth it. Let's move over to the tool. Cool, Eads. Greetings to Germany. Takes a little bit here. All right, 4.5K subscribers. Nice. You did a great job already. Nice. Okay, your thumbnails. Interesting. Yeah, that's certainly very recognizable. Oh, Svet Fit music, Austria. Cool. Awesome. So people immediately recognize your videos as being part of yours. So your subscribers are more motivated to keep coming back, certainly, because they know it's your great content. Check. And I see all German text. Nice. I think you do a great job of reducing the text to only the necessary words. Luxury housing, I think starvation, cold. Oh, I can't translate it. Does he die? D-Day. Where does he come from? Very good. Sometimes I see thumbnails that contain way too much text, and that people would let people shy away as well. But you do it perfectly, and it's, I think, well readable. Yeah, even for the small thumbnails, that looks really good. You could do it a little bit bigger. No, you don't need to. That's perfect how you do it, I would say. And then, of course, always in the background, the games you play. Let's have a look at the comparison. Yeah. I mean, let alone that you're using red, it sticks out a little bit more than all the other thumbnails. But it doesn't really break the pattern. It's hard to say if the thumbnail really draws in so many views because of the design, because they are quite similar, right? Let's look at a few others. They are really similar because all have those screenshots from the game, which of course have to look similar then. How is it about this? Okay, quite similar as well. Yeah, also coincidentally quite similar. Yeah, because the different game that suggests using some kind of this style. But then again, I have to say in this case, this channel is appearing quite often. This is kind of a special case. He obviously appears very often besides your video in search and suggested video. So that's why he's displayed even 4 times here. But anyway, what could you do in order to break the pattern to stick out more? It's really hard. I mean, it's natural to do the screenshots from the game. Maybe you have the opportunity. For example, here it's frostbites, right? Is there a potion in the game that heals them, for example? So you could add the picture of the potion here to make it more appealing. There's an item of the game, for example. And I always am a sucker for collecting items in a game. So seeing items that I collect or use or something like that, even if they aren't special to get, I mean, not any rare items or so. A frostbite potion would be a common item, I guess. Would be make it a little bit more appealing, maybe? Maybe that would be an idea. Yeah, and same suggestion as I gave before. There is a Facebook group, Tube Ritual, which is very active and gives a lot of feedback. If you design different thumbnails, feel free to post 2 or 3 different designs of your thumbnail for the same video, basically, and ask them for feedback. I bet this will make a very great discussion there and really insightful for you. I'm playing Don't Starve, for example. This is a great game. Then how are the boats called that swim underwater? Submarines. A submarine game. We Need to Go Deeper is the name. Really great. That's quite an action game. Yeah, really enjoy those. All right, I think. Hi, Isla Art. I missed to mention you earlier. You're on the stream quite a time already. Glad you joined as well. Feel free to hop over to the Tube Ritual group. A really great one. I'm on there as well. You find me as Nico Kamensky. Let's wrap it up for today. I hope it was insightful. And see you next time. Next live stream in a month, first Saturday, same time. And then again, channel reviews and probably about keyword research. All right. Have a nice weekend, guys. See ya.